Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG. Welcome back to another episode of the Gamer Parents Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I'm joined by my wonderful wife, Joanne.
Hello, everybody.
If you're new here, Joanne and I are a married couple. We have 2 kids, ages 4 and 2. And we are gamers who parent parents who game.
Yep.
And we like to talk about life and games around here. So to kick things off, Joanne, let's talk about how our weeks have been going.
To be honest, this week has been going quite off a blur. Once again, it's very normal for parents to feel like the week's gone by so fast, and yet the days are super long. So yeah, our toddler is back at school. The baby's home with me, and I mean, just today she threw up twice, and it was a lot of work having to clean up, and just keeping everyone alive is harder than it looks.
Yeah, the job of a mother.
Yep.
Speaking of that, we do have Mother's Day this weekend. So it hasn't happened yet, but it will be already over by the time the episode comes out. So I hope everybody, all you mothers out there, had a good Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to you, Joanne.
Thank you. Yes, Mother's Day. All I want for Mother's Day is for everyone in this household to be healthy and happy. It's not so much to ask for.
Yeah. So Mother's Day plans, what are we going to be doing?
I think we're going out, right? Because the kitchen is closed on Mother's Day.
Very, very true. And you get to pick. So it's your day. You get to decide what we're going to do.
Yeah, I was thinking we would go for some tacos. Nothing could go wrong with tacos.
And dads love tacos too.
And yeah, maybe a brownie dessert after that.
Ooh, okay. I like where you're going with this.
But yeah, nothing too crazy since our baby is still kind of not feeling 100% yet. Oh, and thank you for the flowers.
Okay, yeah. The early Mother's Day flowers. I like to get them ahead of time just so like you can enjoy them like before, during, and after Mother's Day.
Exactly. Plus it's cheaper, guys.
True, that too.
Yeah. Life hacks.
And when they still have some flowers left.
Yeah, that is true. They get sold out. Even though they're crazy expensive on Mother's Day, somehow they get sold out really fast. But yeah, that is what's been happening. I guess I did manage to get like a couple hours of break as well this week when I went for a manicure. Thank you again for that early Mother's Day gift. Every break counts, y'all.
Yeah, it sure does.
How about you? How has your first week of work been going?
Yeah, so I remember last week talking about how I was going to be starting a new job, how I just left my old one. So now I am 1 week into the new job, and I forget everything that I explained last time. I don't remember if I talked about how I didn't have a laptop yet to start. So it was a little bit weird trying to get to work, I guess. And so, yeah, I still don't have a laptop, but I was able to kind of get into my work email and, Teams and everything on my personal device. And, that way I can still join meetings and see emails and could do some things at least.
Online trainings as well, right?
Yeah, as well as like a lot of like, onboarding and training and stuff. Obviously, a lot of stuff that just has to get done comes with starting a new job.
Yep.
And so still been a busy week because of all of that, but just a little bit handicapped with having to get by on my personal computer. But other than that, it's been a good first week. It's kind of forced me to take things a little bit slow, which is kind of nice because sometimes a new job can be a little bit overwhelming with a lot of new responsibilities, new people, and trying to just figure everything out.
Yeah.
All over again.
Definitely. And even on the life side, it's also, pretty overwhelming for your spouse as well because she's trying to take on more stuff. So you could focus on getting your new job,
Yeah.
onboarding done. It takes two, y'all.
Yeah. That's why they say behind every successful man is a woman, right? Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to focus so much on it if you weren't here helping. So
Aw.
thank you.
Thank you.
Also, work-wise, I will be going to Chicago next week for work, for training specifically. So, yeah, I would like to say next week should be an easy, simple, stress-free week. But, yeah, that definitely won't be the case with the traveling and, obviously a lot of the stuff that's going to come with training and going to a new place, a new office. I've never been to Chicago before, so that'll be all new.
A new city.
Yeah, and it's not like a short trip either. I'll be there literally 5 days. So, yeah, it'll be a deal for sure. And hoping that everything goes smoothly at home while I'm gone.
Yep. Mom's got it, y'all.
Yeah, you got this.
Godspeed.
Yes. But with all of this stuff that's kind of going on, we also wanted to announce to all of you that we are going to be hitting the pause button on the podcast for the time being, just to allow me to focus on a new job a bit, because it's important and I want to make sure that I could put a lot of focus into it during the week and still focus on Joanne and family outside of that time. And us kind of putting the podcast on hold gives us, a few nights a week to just, relax, not worry about the, recording and editing and uploading and all of that stuff every single week, so we can, just kind of have a breather.
Yep. A mental break is always good, they say. As much as we do enjoy entertaining everybody with our life updates and parenting chaos, it is important to care for our own mental health as well. And this is definitely the best time, since my computer is also down and we need to figure out a solution to that. And even just picking parts for the new computer is a task in itself. So yeah, just taking a short break from this podcast would definitely help in everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, like you said, even though we enjoy doing all of this and talking with people and making these episodes, there's just a lot going on with life right now, with the job and your computer we need to replace.
And our kids' health.
Yeah, and just a lot going on right now. Like we need to lower the stress a little bit. And I think the podcast is one of those things that might just have to go to the back burner for a little bit. Not that I'm necessarily proud to do that, and I would like to be able to kept it going, but I think we just need a little bit of a break. So I hope everybody understands that a little bit better. Obviously, we're still going to be on Twitter and in the Discord channel. So if you're in there, if we're connected in any of those senses, then that's not going to change. We're still going to be around. We're still going to be talking to people. We're just not going to be making the episodes for a little bit. And I think the plan is, once things kind of smooth out a little bit more, we can then kind of talk about coming back.
Yes, that's for sure. And that time we would drop it like a bomb.
Yeah, and hopefully that time, kids will probably be easier, work will be easier, life will just be less hectic, and we'll probably be able to game a little bit more too, and have more to talk about.
Yep.
With all of that. So, and obviously, we'll have to catch people up, right? It may be a month, 2 months, 3 months, and we'll have to catch everybody up on what's been going on and what's happened. So I'm sure when we do come back, we'll have a lot to talk about.
Definitely.
Yes.
We will not disappoint.
Yeah. So that's not the end of this episode, but we didn't want to wait to the very end to share that news. So that's about it for this week in life. I know that was kind of a bummer, but let's go ahead and hop over to what's been going on in gaming.
Sure. This week, I did get to play a Mortuary Assistant again. I played it once, and this time without Kevin being in the room.
You felt very brave, I think. I didn't even know you were going to play it, I don't think.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't that brave that night. So when I started playing it, and then I immediately regret because I just felt like it was way creepier when you're playing it alone, if that makes sense. I had the volume turned up too.
Did you turn on the actual room lights, or was it just the game room lights?
It was just the game room lights, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so it's not like the most lit up room when you're playing, so you're kind of almost playing in the dark.
Yes, almost. I was actually
tempted. The dim lights.
Yeah. Yes, the dim lights, the RGB lights. I was almost tempted to turn it off, but I just wanted to try it. So the first time I played it, I wanted to see what would happen if I just burned the body without embalming it. And I did not get any ending at all. It straight went to game over, and it did not count as an ending, which is a bummer. So then like I said, it was creepy the moment I started playing it, because I think it's your third shift and they make it more creepy, you know?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so then I had to restart it because it was game over, and I tried to do it again, but I only got to the second body, finish embalming the second body, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, no way am I going to finish the third body with the lights turning on and off.
Yeah, the third one, it seems like, is where it like really gets scary. Like you can't really do anything without something creepy happening.
Yeah. So I just gave up again halfway through the second body. I finished embalming it, and then I just took a guess that it was the first body. So I put the mark on the body. I guessed the name of the demon, and I burn it. And lo and behold, it was the wrong body or the wrong name. I don't know which one it was, but it became game over ending again. So
okay, so no new endings for you this week.
So no new endings. I thought for sure that would be a new ending. I didn't expect that to be a game over, because the first game over ending, the mortician guy, he didn't even talk to me. He just like locked me up. And then the second game over ending I got, he told me like I'm possessed, and that was not right. So yeah, I didn't even get a proper second ending. And anyways, I thought like, okay, that's enough. I couldn't play it anymore without Kevin being in the room, so I just ended it that night, feeling frustrated that I did not get any ending I want.
Yeah.
And then I also played Marvel Snap this week, obviously. And this time I'm at rank 26, which is almost like double the rank that I was last week. So there is progress at least, right?
Yeah, that's good.
I can just tell, like, in 3 months, I might actually be higher ranking than you. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe. I mean, really, seems like the way it works, like, if you slow down and, like, kind of stop playing it so much, it's when you really fall. I still feel like I play it quite a bit. And my rank is not that high. Mine's only, like, I think I'm, like, 47.
Ah, okay.
Which, when I was playing it a lot, like, at the very beginning, I was usually, like, in the 70s. I think I peaked around, like, 80, 85 or something like that.
Whoa.
I don't think I ever got to 90, and I definitely didn't ever get to 100.
Yeah, but it's hard when you have lesser cards than the people who play way longer before you.
Yeah, true.
Yep, but I'm still proud there's progress.
Yes. Anything else from you this week?
Nope, that's all for gaming for me.
Okay. For me, it's not a whole lot. I'll kind of keep it on Marvel Snap, I guess, since we're there. I have been playing a fun Nebula deck, although I did switch it up a bit the last couple of days. I've kind of made it more like a lockdown, and yeah, I guess I'm making it more of like a lockdown deck with like Storm and Professor X.
Oh.
And like Claw, so you can put more power into those locations, like even though they're already locked down. And also, what's his name? Destroyer? The one that's like 15 power and he destroys all your other cards. But he doesn't destroy anything that's locked down by Professor X. And I also have armor in there, so like I can always put like armor and Storm and like take that location. And then those won't die to Destroyer when I throw him down like on turn 6. And it's working really well.
That must be like a checkmate move.
it kind of feels that deck feels way more strategic, because I'm always like, oh, if I play this card here, they're probably going to not play cards there, and I can totally lock down this location, make sure I win it, and then all I have to do is make sure I win 2 out of those 3 locations, and then it's a win. So having some luck with that deck, and I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I don't know if it's necessarily my best deck, but I'm enjoying it, and that's the most important thing to me.
Cool.
So I'm going to keep playing that one. I'm still having a lot of fun with the recent changes that I made to it.
You should let me try play on your phone sometimes.
Yeah,
just
maybe
to
like at the
train.
very end of the season when
That's true. I
it
forgot.
doesn't matter anymore.
That's funny.
No, I'm just kidding. We can. Otherwise, for gaming this week, I think I played Returnal like maybe one night. But just like Returnal, since it takes a while to like do one run, like probably like an hour or something, I haven't really been wanting to because I've been pretty exhausted by the work week. I think there was only one day maybe I played this week.
That's
and
probably before the work week started.
it was last weekend maybe, because it was a while ago, and I made it back to that third boss again, and I did not beat it. So I'm literally have made 0 progress in the game since I talked about it last episode. And I don't know, at least at this point I'm gonna be happy that I don't have as much pressure to play it because we're not going to be recording for a bit. So if I feel like I want to jump back into it, I can, but it's going to be totally up to me, or maybe I'll try something else. Who knows? Other than that, this week, last night, I actually did jump into some StarCraft 2, which is kind of completely out of left field because I've never talked about StarCraft on the podcast. I used to play StarCraft 1 a lot, mostly the custom maps, and I also used to play a lot of Warcraft 3, and same, mostly the custom maps, which to me were way more fun than anything else in those games. And I bought StarCraft 2 like a long time ago when it first released. I don't even remember when. It was quite a while ago. And, you know, I was going through my Battle.net launcher or whatever, you know, for Blizzard launcher, and I saw StarCraft 2 on there, and I clicked on it, and instead of buy or purchase or whatever, it's just, you know, install. And I was like, oh yeah, I already bought the game. Like, it still remembers that, even though it was probably
decades ago,
10, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Well, maybe 10. I don't remember when StarCraft 2 came out, but probably somewhere around there. And so I was like, oh, well, I could play it again. I don't have to pay for it. I already paid for it. So I installed it really quickly, hopped in and played a few games last night, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. So it's kind of like a fun, casual, chill game for me to play right now. So I kind of want to play it some more. There's a few different modes that are pretty fun, different like custom maps, which are kind of hard to explain. But I mean, they're basically custom games that people have made up and made into games and kind of wrote all the rules for them. But yeah, I'd like to show that one to you at some point too.
Cool. Can't wait to see.
Yeah. But that's it for gaming. I guess we can go ahead and hop into new game releases for this week.
Yes.
Okay, so we have YS9 Monstrum Nox on PS5, The Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth on iOS and Android, Death or Treat on PS5, Xbox Series X and S and PC, Marvel's Midnight Suns coming to PS4 and Xbox One, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on Switch, and Humanity on PS5, PlayStation VR 2, PS4, PlayStation VR, and PC. Any of those interest you?
Of course, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes, so we talked about some of our Switch playing on the podcast before. We have been playing through Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild. And we have not beaten it, but we've made some progress. And obviously, Tears of the Kingdom is probably one of the at least top 3 most anticipated games of the year, probably for the majority of gamers out there. One that we did not get in on launch, but we will soon. I kind of want to beat Breath of the Wild first.
Yeah.
So hopefully at some point this year, that will probably be our next Switch game.
Yep.
I feel like at this point, like anything Zelda or Pokemon would probably be like my next go-to, because that's what I've enjoyed the most with the Switch so far. But yeah, Joanne, why don't you give us the Game Pass games?
Alright, new on Game Pass this week is Shadowrun Trilogy on PC, Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2 on console, PC, and cloud, and FIFA 23 on console and PC. But that's it for the new game releases on Game Pass.
Okay, and I'm not familiar with any of those except FIFA, and I'm not that interested in FIFA.
So let's run through where people could find us.
Sure. So you can find all of our episodes over on the YouTube channel, Gamer Parents Podcast is the name over there. You could also throw us a follow on Twitch. That's at twitch.tv/gamerparentspod. We're not really actively streaming, but there are some clips and highlights, and we may be over there at some point throughout this hiatus. So if you want to go check it out and maybe give us a follow and turn on notifications so that you can be notified when we do go live.
Yep.
You could also catch us over on Twitter at twitter.com/gamerparentspod.
Or on Instagram at gamer_parents_podcast.
Give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, and we would greatly appreciate it. The best place to come and hang out with us would definitely be the Discord server, where we are active just about every day, talking about a variety of topics with other gamer parents.
Yep.
We are also usually in the voice chats as well. If you ever just want to come and hang out and say hi, Discord's probably the best place to do that.
Yeah, and we share a lot of interesting pictures or talk about topics in life, parenting, food.
Yeah, even just funny videos, memes,
Yep.
funny parenting stories, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But that is going to bring episode 67 to a close. And I'm not going to say goodbye, but it will be, I guess, a so long until we see you again. Hopefully sometime in the not too distant future. But for now, that is all that we have for you guys this time. So as always, we will see you in the next one, whenever that is.